Oh, hi everybody. Welcome back to the 202nd episode of Tommy Maroon Sports Show right here on WCTV. We're going to have a lot of fun today. And we are going to talk Guardians high school football. And we're going to talk about the food festival for a little bit as well. And high school football coming up soon. We got to talk about that as well. So let's get right into it with the Cleveland Guardians, of course. Let's look. There's Mr. Tanner Bybee. Leads all the Guardians with 7 wins. Meanwhile, Emmanuel Clause leads all the Guardians with 28 saves. And Shane Bieber, despite being on the 60-day IL, he won't be back till mid-September. He has 95 strikeouts. And of course, team leaders for the batting stats. Why not look at that? Including guys like Josh Naylor with a 308 average. All of this is heading into yesterday, by the way. Stephen Kwan leads them with 70 runs. Jose Ramirez, 18 home runs. Josh Naylor, 79 RBIs. And Andre Jimenez, 17 swipes. So there is that. And then series recaps. Well, mainly there was the Guardians at the White Sox, which was a 4-game set this weekend where the series was split 2 games apiece.
Michael Kopech.
The first game was good for the Guardians, as was the last game, of course. Josh Naylor had 2 doubles and 3 RBIs. He's been really setting the whole world on fire this season. He has had himself clearly a dandy this year. And Mr. Tanner Bybee got his 7th win this season by pitching 6.2 innings in Game 1. And then Game 2, former Cleveland Guardian only pitched like 1 or 2 games, I think 1 game here in Cleveland. He threw 5 shutout innings against the Guardians in Game 2 because the Guardians can't have anything good in life, can they? And then Luis Robert Jr. hit a home run in Game 2. And then Tyler Freeman had the lone RBI in Game 3. And then Brian Shaw closed out the game in Game 3 for the White Sox. You know, the same Brian Shaw that pitched for the Guardians forever. That's right. And then Stephen Kwan, this game right here, hit a home run. Yeah, folks, and this would be Aaron Savali's last start of the season. 5 shutout innings because now he's been traded to the Tampa Bay Rays. So there is that. But the main story was Jose Ramirez. Jose Ramirez had not 1 but 2 home runs in Game 4 and 3 RBIs. And then the Guardians, of course, yesterday all of us saw the debut of Noah Syndergaard in Cleveland. Went 5.1 innings, gave up 1 run, 1 earned run, 2 hits, 2 walks. Did not record a strikeout, but still didn't do that bad. He was taken out of the game early due to an injury when a comebacker hit his leg. So that's what happened. And the Guardians were up 2-0 at one point in the game last night. Looking at the scoring, Bo Naylor had a double, Miles Straw had a sac fly. In fact, there were 2 sac flies. Stephen Kwan had the other sac fly. But Houston went crazy, particularly with Yordan Alvarez having a 3-run blast and J.P. France going 7 innings, which is always impressive, especially in this day and age. So where are the Guardians right now? 53-54, 1 game back of the Minnesota Twins, who are 54-53. They have outscored their opponents by only 2 runs. Yeah, just 2-run differential between these 2 teams, which is kind of odd, or between the Guardians and their opponents. At home, they're 28-24. On the road, they are 25-30. And against teams over 500, they're 27-30. This team looks very mediocre, but their record is a little bit inflated due to the weak division. But then again, you lose 24 games against your divisional foes every season, or this season now, because starting this season, of course, every team plays every team, but I'm pretty sure you all know that by now. Looking at the Cleveland Guardians schedule because we can. It'll be the Astros, of course, today and tomorrow. Then the White Sox on the 4th, 5th, 6th, then Toronto for a 4-game set, then Tampa, then Cincinnati. Detroit, there is that. Then the Dodgers, then Toronto, then Minnesota, Tampa, Minnesota, Angels, Giants, Rangers, Royals, Orioles, Reds, Tigers. So it does not get that easy from here on out for Cleveland. Yeah, I got a bad feeling about this. I don't know if you do as well. But you know what I do not have a bad feeling about? I do not have a bad feeling about the good old high school football. That's right. We have 17 days to go till we play some high school football, ladies and gentlemen. And why not look at the Chagrin Valley division, or Chagrin Valley Conference, rather. Of course, looking at the Chagrin division, I got the West Geauga Wolverines. Despite going 5-5, I think they'll go 4-1 in the Chagrin division. In second, the Lutheran West Longhorns, 7-3, 3-2. And tied with them will be the Chagrin Falls Tigers, 5-5, 3-2. Then there will be the Hawken Hawks and the Perry Pirates, both at 2-3, but Hawken with a 4-6 record, and Perry 3-7, and then the Orange Lions sitting in last with a 2-8 record. And then the Lake Division, you have Jefferson Area Falcons, 8-2, 5-0. Jefferson Area, pretty good what they do. And then in second place, the Geneva Eagles, 8-2 as well, 4-1. Madison Blue Streaks, 7-3, 3-2. The Edgewood Warriors, 4-6, 2-3. Lakeside Dragons, 3-7, 1-4. And then the Canoe Spartans, 2-8, 0-5. And then the Valley Division, you have one of the biggest bullies on the block. That's right, we're talking about the Kirtland Hornets. They run the table virtually every season, and they look like they are about to do that again this year. They will go 10-0. Let me check their winning streak according to Drew Pastor. If he has it, Division 6, Region 21, nope. Where is it? Winning and losing streaks. Longest regular season winning streaks. Kirtland is at an incredible 55 straight games won in what do you call it, the regular season. Oh, ye gods, that is just incredible. I, for one, cannot believe it. So there is that. They'll go 10-0, 5-0. Crestwood Red Devils will be in second place, 6-4, 4-1. And then tied for third will be Berkshire and Grand Valley. Berkshire 5-5, Grand Valley 3-7, but both will be 2-3. Next are the Cardinal Huskies and the Harvey Red Raiders. Both will be 3-7, and both will be 1-4. Keep in mind, these are the smaller schools, so they won't get as many points for the playoffs, but keep in mind, they're in divisions 5, 6, so they won't be, or so if they have a good season, they should be up top the region, so keep that in mind. And then the Metro Division, you have the Independence Blue Devils, 8-2, 5-0. Then the Cuyahoga Heights Red Wolves, 7-3, 4-1. Then the Trinity Trojans, 6-4, 3-2. After that is the Beechwood Bison, at a record of, what do you call it? 5-5, 2-3. I apologize for that. Then the Brooklyn Hurricanes, 3-7, 1-4. And then the Wycliffe Blue Devils, 3-7, 0-5. So that's what it looks like. You know, folks, we have covered a lot of ground this season for Northeast Ohio football. Let me take a look at it all, folks. First, we looked at the Suburban League American Conference and National Conference. Then we looked at the Greater Cleveland Conference, Southwestern Conference, Federal League, Lorain County League, Independent, Metro Athletic Conference, I think. And what else did we look at? We looked at the Great Lakes Conference. We also looked at, of course, the Chagrin Valley Conference. Oh, ye gods, we looked at a lot of stuff, didn't we? But you know what we also are going to talk about? Why not talk about one of our biggest sponsors, sort of sponsors, Darley Cedars Lebanese Festival, because that's coming around soon, if I can find it. on Facebook. Where you see there's Lebanese Festival right there. 3 days to go. 3 days to go as of the recording of this episode. So if you're not going to go, I highly suggest that you do. The Akron Beacon Journal already posted an article about it. It's going to be a lot of fun. There is so much stuff. There's tabbouleh, there's fattoush salad, there's hummus, there's fataya, there's green beans, there's peas and rice, there's kibbe, there's stuffed grape leaves, there's chicken and rice. Good stuff. They're all very good stuff. And of course, shish kebab and so much pastries as well. There are drinks, anything that you want, anything that you could ask for, they got it. It is right here. I don't know if you can look at it or whatnot. Yeah, you can't see it, can you? Let's try it again. There we go. Now you can see it, folks. The menu is right there. Part of the menu. The other part of the menu right. Whoopsies. Other part of the menu right there. I hope you can see it. Trying to get close up to it, but you got the gist. It's going to be a lot of fun. Okay, on 507 South Cleveland Massillon Road. So, yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. 507 South Cleveland Massillon Road in Fairlawn, Ohio. So, if you live in the Wadsworth area, let's check from here to 507 South Cleveland Massillon Road, where the ROA Cedars Lebanese Festival is. It is a good 18 minutes away from here. That's right, 18 minutes. Of course, that's not that far, folks. In fact, that's really exciting because, in fact, when you look at it on Maps app, you can see the festival itself. That's right, folks, the festival, which is going to be very exciting. The best food in Northeast Ohio, best food in the Akron area, best food you could possibly ask for. And it's all going to be right there, not just for 1 day, but 2 days from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. My friends are going to work there. My family's going to work there. Everyone I know is going to work there. Question is, why aren't you working there? Oh, that's a joke. That's a joke. But anyways, you know what's not a joke? The good food. It's something worth beholding. And I cannot wait for it, and I hope to see you there. So yeah, 17 days to go till high school football. And then after that, there will be more picks next week. And then, or predictions next week. Then we get to Tommy's picks the next week after that. So one more week of my predictions, if you can bear with that. And then Tommy's picks return once again. Because August 18th is the day that we see high school football. The Northeast Ohio versus America Showcase. Of course, Paul Brown Tiger Stadium will now be hosting only one game, and that'll be the Massillon-Washington game, but still, there is that. Plus the Hall of Fame weekend. Yes, sir, the Browns are in the Hall of Fame weekend. Who would have thunk it? I can't believe it. The Browns are playing the Jets. That should be a lot of fun. But you know what also should be a lot of fun? D3 football, which is coming up in a month from now, or 1 month and 1 day. I cannot wait. But anyways, all of it's right here on WCTV, and you can catch Highland and Baldwin Wallace content on WHBW, your one stop for all things Highland and Baldwin Wallace. So until next time, Tommy Maroon here. Thank you for watching. So long, everybody.
You are watching WCTV, Wadsworth Community Television.